Welcome back to Pro League, everybody. Here we got KT versus StarTale-yoe. Had to look over there for a second. Live in the next arena. And so far, it's been pretty one-sided in KT's favor. It's 2-0 right now. Life and Zest doing their jobs quite well. Even though it took a little bit of extra time, still one-sided.
That's right. Pretty brutal. But, yeah, drawn-out games. And here we go again. It's going to be Stats up against aLive. Look at that record. 4-1 against Terran this season already. God damn it. That's looking good.
Why are you so good, Stats?
Yeah, this guy is fantastic, especially if he gets to the mid to late game. This guy is probably one of my favorite PvTers. Just because of that, he is so comfortable in those heavy macro games.
Yeah, heavily favoring this guy in this matchup. He's going to be going up against his opponent on StarTale-yoe of the name of aLive.
He's going to be dead soon, Valdez, unless he can do something special this game.
He's alive for now.
He's alive for now. King Sejong Station will be the map, by the way.
Yeah. Looking at his record so far in Pro League in total, actually 7-16, not the best I've ever seen. And even in this one for 2015, 1-4. aLive struggling to get back into shape, I guess, here and roll with the big boys. And today is just another one of these tests that I feel like he's going to have a very hard time with, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, Valdez. Yeah, he's definitely one of those players that's still trying to find his place here, get the momentum behind him, and start getting some wins under his belt.
Yep. By the way, everybody, StarTale still needs a sponsor. Still says it on their jersey.
They might actually have a sponsor than just greedy. Could be it.
They want more sponsors.
They want more sponsors.
Let's jump into Game 3 here, guys. Stats versus aLive on King Sejong Station. Down here on the bottom right, in the red, the Protoss player from KT, he is Stats.
And up here in the top left for StarTale/yoe, it is
aLive.
aLive.
It's aLive!
Well, Valdez, now that that's out of the way.
Yeah, man. I just had to get that out of my system. You know what I mean?
Fantastic. That's definitely what I was thinking as well. But, yeah, King Sejong Station, Valdez. Let's talk about this map a little bit while we deal with this Heart of the Swarm opening sort of few minutes.
Yeah, man. We can even talk about how much better the Legacy of the Void opening few minutes are going to be.
We're just not going to be an opening, right? It's going to be straight in. But, yeah, this map, pretty good for Terran these days. We've been seeing a lot more Terran success in this map because of the bio mine sort of constant dropping and whatnot. And we have seen that from aLive in recent times, but he hasn't really found you know, the money hits with his mines, or like just really hasn't been keeping up with his multitasking when it does happen, and he eventually just falls apart.
The thing about those mine drops is that the really good players, especially the Korean ones, they make it look so easy. It's like, okay, you just boost in, you drop them in, you get a great hit, and then you save it, you get out, and everything's, you know, everything's all good.
Hunky-dory.
Yeah, exactly. But when you actually try to execute it yourself, it's a little bit harder than it looks. Even for some of these, you know B-level pro gamers that try to make it here in Korea, they just try to go for it.
Is he a B-level pro gamer, Valdez?
I would say so.
I
Why, what would you say?
I agree completely, actually. Dare I say, even you know, aLive hasn't really had that much success in the world stage either. You know, in the last couple of years, he was very good towards like 2012 and 13, but then he dropped off and came back to career, but still, you know, just didn't find the traction. And man, if that's a proxy Stargate, and that's going to be a mighty quick one.
That's about as close as you can get it, man, without it being in the main base.
Yeah, and he could have, if the pylon was like a little bit closer, he probably could. And here we go.
And I don't know about this, man. Damn. Like, a Reaper opening from aLive, he's going to see in the main base.
Well, I mean, what's he going to do about it? Oh, he might actually do this. He's not going to see it there.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. He's like, he won't do it that close.
Yeah, he's actually going for the scout. He's going to try to see everything on the left side of the map, but it's not there.
Wow.
He's even scouting on the right side.
Wow. And
That
look
is
at
so
this.
unfortunate.
Here's an interesting thing, Valdez. Look where this factory is going to be in the mid right here. We do see an SCV down there. It's a little spot. We do see Vision in. And I think we're going to see that factory there. So it's going to be proxies from him too. But guess what? I'm pretty sure this Oracle just kills him.
Look at this. aLive is just getting so unlucky with the scout.
Oh, man. He's going back up. He's really looking for it. He's looking everywhere but where he needs to look. And I think we just see game.
Yep. He's just not going to have enough, man. He's going to get so much damage done. The SCV is coming for another scout. And he's got to know something's up.
He has
But
to.
he just doesn't have the tools in his main base right now to stop this.
Look at this. He's almost finished the engineering base. So he's going to try and start a turret, but
Yeah, he's going for it.
guess what? The Oracle says hello.
It's already in the main base, man. Here we go.
Oh, no.
And he can just ignore those Marines. Only 2. It's not enough DPS. He's
kills
going to lose. Yeah, he's just going to kill him at this point. He's going to use all this energy. No more mining here, man. Down to 9 SCVs. And he might be able to finish that turret, but at this point, like, a follow-up Oracle, and you're going to have a hard time.
It's essentially game from here, Valdez. Maybe if he found like something good with this proxy factory, but he doesn't even actually have enough minerals to make it mine.
It's 25-9 right now on workers.
Yeah.
And stats as the higher army supply. aLive right now, he's like, well, I guess I just got to get back and mine in my main under my 1 missile turret because that's all I could afford.
Yeah. Well, you know, he's still going to continue with this proxy. He's making a mine, and he's making his starport now, so he will eventually go for that Widow Mine drop into the main base that he so desired to go all along. But I don't know if he can really make catch-up unless he gets, like, really perfect Widow Mine hits.
Yeah. The other part of this is that those Oracles got a full scout of the base. So he's like, okay, I know you're missing buildings. I can just bring back some of my Oracles and just make sure in case it's a mine drop, I can have enough energy for the detection for the mines. And can even snipe out that Reaper.
Yeah. Mine's actually might find its way in.
He makes a 3rd Oracle. He might just, like, sacrifice these Oracles and just kill everything.
He could definitely try that.
There's only 1 turret and 2 Marines.
I feel like he should have maybe made a robo at one point. He does have the money for it even now. Like, you know, just to be super safe.
Oh, my God.
It'd be fun if he actually goes for the ignore.
He has so much energy at this point as well. He's just making a 3rd base. He just doesn't care. He's like, well, I guess I'll just get even more ahead.
Well, you know, it's funny too because these mines can come in, like mine the main base. He just transfers all his probes to the 3rd. He's like, well, I just have so many bases that your mine drop doesn't actually matter.
I guess that's one way to handle it, huh?
It's like the hardcore, like, I'm winning counters where I just have too many bases for mine drops to work.
Okay, here we go. First mine drop coming in. Does he notice?
Doesn't notice.
No, he doesn't notice. We see some targeting here.
Oh!
Really nice targets from aLive. Gets 11 kills.
All right.
That's something, man, but I don't know if it's going to be enough.
Well, it's definitely a step in the right direction, but still, like, 20 supply lead for stats despite losing 11 probes that second to go.
Mine coming in, but
Mine doesn't
it's not ready.
Doesn't reset just yet. Ooh, he's gonna have to get back really quick for it. There we go.
Yeah, he gets it. 5 more probes went down. Looks like that was in the main base.
Yeah, looks like it. Well,
you could just follow it, I guess.
I guess he could.
Make sure they can never drop out the Widow Mines.
Until the Phoenix comes and then.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, now it gets a little awkward. Gonna have to drop them. Ooh. He should take the hit on the Phoenix. Or just pick it up, I guess.
That's so cute.
Oh,
he doesn't finish it. Get that Widow Mine.
There we go. But in the main, here comes another Widow Mine drop.
Uh-oh. He doesn't have enough for a lift. He gets 3 probes, or 6 probes.
That was a double mine.
I actually dropped 2. I missed that second one.
Yeah, me too. Wow. So he did find some damage despite all this crazy stuff that's been going on. And
this is such a strange game, man.
I feel like it's going to be another drawn-out one, but we will see Stats eventually win. Just because Stats went for that 3rd base instead of just going for a robo and making things simple for everyone.
Yeah. He's just so far ahead at this point in the economy. It's 41-22. aLive does have that 2nd orbital, but even that's not enough. He's up against a 3-base Protoss.
This air armies alone is going to be enough to deal with these Marines, by the way.
Yep, he's just focusing him down. He's even lifting.
Oh, here we go, actually. Lost a couple of oracles there, surprisingly.
Good targeting by aLive, I guess.
Yeah.
Looks like we may just have a follow-up of Blink. It's pretty good on this map. We do have the plus. No? Maybe not. He goes for the armor.
Okay. No Blink just yet either, and he should be putting it in. Queuing that up.
He's going to go for charge, actually. I was figuring, with the Blink, because it's so efficient,
it would make sense, but
I just go for the attack,
Yeah, maybe he just wants to go for that, like charge lot,
yeah,
Archon, Immortal, whatever. Marine's going to come in here. It's going to be a lot of force fields for this.
Does have to be careful. He needs more Stalkers in this mix. He's trying to warp him in now. He's going to pick up a Widow Mine here.
Not finding too much. Marine's looking for some probe kills at that third base.
They force some of the probes off. They do get 3 kills here, but that's going to be it.
And the supplied sort of advantage widens even further. Almost 30 at this point.
Yep.
And there's that Templar Archive, so it will be, it looks like Zealot Archon to try and close things out.
I like it. I mean, it's like, it's just a kind of composition where you can throw down a bunch of gates on 3 base, and if it's not a huge bio ball, kind of like what aLive doesn't have, you can definitely easily just overrun it with just a ton of units, because right now he's got 3 fully saturated bases. He doesn't need to really take up more past this. He's even going to go for Storm. I'm not even sure if that's necessary. Like, looking at the amount of units that aLive has right now, it's 2 Marauders and 9 Marines.
Yeah, it's really just nothing. He could simply just warp in and walk across the map and kill him at this point. That's how far behind he is, actually.
He's just being safe. I like it, No reason to overstep your boundaries and just try to do something crazy.
Yeah, well, it's not often you get to savor a victory like this, right? Like, you're this far ahead that that's basically no way you can lose this game, so you might as well enjoy it. Go for that really quick third base that no one usually ever does. Another Widow Mine drop, gonna find some big hits.
He doesn't even care, man. He's not even pulling the probes. He's like, well, whatever. I've still got 61. He's going to have Storm for this little bio army. This is pretty interesting, man. Storm finishes up, and aLive has to run right now. He has to, make bunkers or something.
He's got to get Ghost out. That'd be helpful for this kind of composition. Or definitely kind of needed, actually. When Storm is out like this, you need some Ghost action. But he's miles away from that happening. Charge Rod is done. There's a nice Storm. Deals with the Widow Mine.
Yeah, and he's got more where that's from, man. He's got 4 of these High Templars. Some decent kiting here from aLive. He's just kind of holding on, like the first 2 games as well, man. He's just trying to hold on as best as he can.
50 supply lead, nearly 60 actually. I think it's really just about putting that pylon down in a good place, warping in, ending the game. There is no bunkers, no Widow Mines at home, barely any defense.
Yeah, he's even transitioning right now into double Robo Colossi. Kind of does have to be careful. He can't just be throwing away units.
Definitely wasteful.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Some more Orphans here from the right side. That pylon pretty close at this point. Some force fields coming down at the same time. That third base for aLive still not landed, and the supply gap is widening even farther right now, going up to 55. Another drop coming over here just to save the Widow Mines from the Phoenixes.
And look at that warp in. Oh my god. Still 1,100 minerals. So is there going to be a lot more Zealots on the way before he tries to close this one out? But man, there's a lot of Archons. +2 armor about to finish. And looks like the first Ghosts are going to be on the map, which he's so desperately needed. But I just don't think he has enough army for it to even matter at this point.
Big drop going to the third base. But that gives him absolutely no defense here. At the
actually gives him nothing back at home.
Yeah, he actually literally has nothing. He's got 2 Ghosts and maybe 6 Marines. He's relying on that drop to win him the game right now.
And he's going to be up against a lot of Zealots and some Storms. He's not going to find anything with that drop.
GG.
GG. The pain is ended for aLive.
Yeah, that's kind of the game I was expecting. I didn't really expect it to go that long, but Stats pummels that guy. Crazy little proxy Stargate that just barely does not get scouted, and we have that 3-0 out of KT here.
Yeah.
Quick 1-2-3.
I wouldn't say quick 1-2-3, but I'd definitely say a 1-2-3.
Well,
they kind of he did a little pose there, trying to look fancy for the crowd. But yeah, drawn out games, but very one-sided nonetheless. Just, you know, taking their time with these kills, playing with their food, perhaps.
Yeah, kind of like that. I like that, actually. I mean, like, that's very well put.
Thank you. I thought so myself.
So KT, that's pretty big for them. Just looking at where they're at right now, they're 2-3 with the +1, but now after that win, they're going to be 3-3 with the +4. So that puts them in a much better spot here, actually. It's going to put them ahead of Samsung, Galaxy Con, and MVP. It's actually going to put them in 3rd place.
Yeah, well, you know what? Samsung really dropped the ball yesterday.
Place.
Yeah, well, it puts Samsung in 5th, perhaps?
Yep.
Yeah.
MVP in 6th.
Well, I mean, they really dropped the ball yesterday. They lost some games they shouldn't have lost, and yeah, no surprise there that it happened like that. Definitely gave an opening for KT.
Yeah, it's funny because StarTale-yoe was able to get 4th place last round, and this time